Hi, welcome to another video of Road 35 to Infinity. My name is Kaide, and I'm just gonna recap my last week. So from Monday to Wednesday, I was still in Spain to kind of like just chill and also to just recover, because the battle really made me realize the importance of making your practice very specific for what you're getting ready for. What do I mean by that? You can practice very general, so you practice to improve your skills, your overall skills, to become a better dancer. Practice, practice, practice. And this is a long-term commitment where just the time and effort you're putting into your craft is gonna show with time. Stepping aside from the general practice, in my case, since I'm getting ready for battles, I need to also include a segment in my practice where it's specific for that. For example, something that I've mentioned over and over that I still haven't come around to do. See, practice is not perfect, but the pre-selection rounds or the battle rounds, something that would be easier to do with a person. On your own, you're doing rounds, and to find that push to make the 1 minute as impactful as possible, and then multiple, because you're now working to give it everything for 1 minute at a time to have that stamina. When you're at an event, and if you do go on from pre-selection up until the final, those are a couple of rounds. You want to feel fit for that. Dancing in a battle versus dancing at a jam, two different type of performances, different type of demanding something from your body, because at a jam you can probably dance for hours and not get to that level of exhaustion as you would get at a battle. If you have to go again and again, you want to be able to keep on going. And this is something I have been talking about. I am aware, and I'm looking at my time, and we're getting closer to these big events that I'm getting ready for. There's still time, so it's no longer my general long-term practice that's still there, but now something specific is coming closer, so I need to then prepare myself for that. Not only talking about it, I should start putting it into practice. So that's on my to-do list. Something else that I did last week before coming back home from Spain was to take Hiro-san's workshop. Hiro-san was teaching at a dance camp. I had the opportunity to go on one of the days and take 2 workshops from him. So I had a 3-hour session with Hiro-san, and I left so content with that class. It's just when you come across a teacher that not only is an amazing dancer, but has you can tell the years of experience he has and the way he builds up a class. He'll start with something doable. You'll start and it's like, okay, cool, I got this, is very familiar. And then he quickly starts to make you realize that this is level 1 within his class. And then he makes sure that everybody understands. Cool. Now we go up to level 2, level 3, level 4. And we're still in the realm of like, okay, we can do this. Or speaking for myself, I can do this. And then soon enough, he kicks up to level 5, 6, 7, and 8. And by the end of that class, I'm so mind blown. I didn't even notice at what point the difficulty level just spiked, feeling so challenged. And not only is the specific exercise something that I can take with, and I am taking that with me to be able to pull it off. But that within this exercise, I can see what the core is and what I can then apply to my own practice. And it really reminded me the importance to always go back and not only be busy with your practice, with what you want to achieve, but also to go and take workshops here and there to allow somebody to kind of give you something that you can work on, and then it'll either be a reminder of things that you have forgotten or overlooked, or it will make you realize, wow, this is an area I haven't really thought of putting time into. When we're busy practicing, it can be very easy to stay in your bubble and just practicing on the things that you are so focused on getting better at and focus on improving, and to just step out of that, take a class, get new information, or refresh a certain information you might have forgotten about. I haven't taken so many classes from Hiro-san, unfortunately. I think this was my second time during my time dancing, and specifically dancing house. Yeah, so last week, Hiro-san, and then I came back home and I just was inspired to jump back into practicing hip hop. Even though hip hop is something I did before I started doing house, so it can be very different on how to set up a practice. House, for some reason, is very clear to me. This is how I want to practice. I have this and this and that. But for hip hop, because it's been so long and it's not something I've been diving deep into for the last couple of years, I feel rusty, not only in the dance, rusty in how I practice in hip hop. So something that I was happy to be inspired by to jump back into. Last week then finished with me entering a battle called Ortens Favorit. And yeah, very nice event. It was a hip hop 7 to Smoke, and I came out as the winner of that event. So this ambition or this motivation to jump back into the hip hop practice kind of came full circle. I got inspired when I was in Spain battling with Walid to, okay, practice more hip hop. With that motivation, jumping into practice and then heading to an event where it was only hip hop, and to come out as the winner of that event, it was like, okay, yes, I have all the motivation now that I need for a while to really just jump in and practice. Something I've really been thinking about last week have been these last couple of wins that I've had. I'm really taking in the moment, not taking these positive outcomes for granted, and also to really savor them, because during my career I will have more moments and outcomes where it's not exactly what I was hoping for and make me feel doubt about my skills, about my practice, about my process in comparison to these wins. When these moments happen, to really take a minute, not to get stuck on it, but to really, okay, appreciate, I did that. The practice that I'm doing is paying off, and here are some of these rewards I've been talking about that you don't know when they're gonna show up, but when they do, to really value them and to have them really be registered in your body. And so that the moments that you have any doubt when you go and do an event or anything where you perform and the outcome wasn't what you were hoping for, to not let that pull you down. That's something I've been trying to really digest, that, okay, I had these wins, amazing. Let me allow that to boost my confidence so that next time I have something that is not what I expected, but there's no doubt in that my abilities aren't good enough. We're gonna hit a lot of walls on our ways as we are working our ways to find our ideal version, the best version of ourselves. And all of these losses are just nudges to push you in the right direction. Also to have them become fuels and motivators to want to go back to practice. Okay, I didn't win this one. Okay, back to practice. I can push even more. Maybe look at videos, why did I lose? Not only I lost, but look at, okay, why do I think I lost? Do I see that? Yes, okay, maybe this and this. Blah, blah, blah. Bring that back into your practice. So always looking for the ways to go up, up, up. So basically, I took Hiro-san's workshop that blew my mind. What an amazing dancer, what an amazing teacher. If you ever have the chance to take his class, please do so. Motivated to jump back into hip-hop practice. Also came out as the winner of Seven to Smoke hip-hop battle in Stockholm, organized by Indigo. And time is ticking. We're getting closer. I can feel it. I don't know about you, but I can feel it. So that was it for this week's video. Thank you for sticking until the end. And if there's anything within dance practice that you would like me to share or that you would want to know more about, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to get to it. So enjoy your practice and I'll see you in the next video.